A very good afternoon, respected chair. Myself, Srinivasa. Today I'm going to present my research article on design of a coupled resonator optical waveguide filter for photonic integrated circuits with the co-authors Likinti Bandi Tivosh, Subhash C. Arya from Lightwave Communication Systems Laboratory, Northeastern Hill University, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, School of Technology, Northeastern Hill University, Shillong. Now I will move on to the abstract. Abstract, the coupled resonator optical waveguide filter, simply which is called as a crow filter, design has two unique rings. Our total structure of our crow having two unique rings, each one having the coupling coefficient K1 between the bus waveguide and the rings, and the two rings having the coupling coefficient K2 respectively. To modify the filter wavelengths, we use crow filter design. The curve filter design aims to produce at a center wavelength 1550 nanometer for that filter. Curve filter photonic circuit has been submitted for fabrication through an electron beam lithography process by a multi-project wafer facility provided by the Applied Nano Tools under the University of Washington. So now I will move on to my total outline of today's discussion. So in this total discussion, first I will move on to the introduction. So the total outline having the introduction, experimental setup, results and discussions, conclusion, acknowledgement, and finally references. So this is the total outline of today's discussion. So now introduction. In the past decade, the silicon photonics has emerged as a disruptor. So in before our silicon photonics, our digital electronics, we are having the designing of CMOS technology. The same CMOS technology we are using to design our silicon photonics components. Silicon photonics development today has been used as a silicon on insulator platforms. Like our digital systems, we are using the CMOS technology. The same CMOS technology we are using to design our silicon photonic components. Some key components which are available in silicon photonics, such as a grating couplers. The grating couplers we are used to provide a laser and also a detector and waveguides. So the waveguides are we are carrying our light information, or can say pass our light information through the waveguides and photo detectors. These are the main key components which are available in photonic circuits. So now I will move on to my actual topic, which is called as silicon. In silicon photonics, CROWs are a coupled resonator optical waveguides used as a compact on-chip solution as an optical buffer. So like it will providing the optical delay, and also it is used to provide to design our optical memories. These are the main applications of our CROWs. So in this one, we are having a simple a resonator diagram, so which is called as a ring resonator. So we are having the input is providing at the one port and the throughput is at the other end. In the same way, here it is a total full ring resonator with the having the this is a bus waveguide. In this, we are having the coupling coefficient between the bus waveguide and ring resonator, which is called as a K1. This is a single ring resonator. This is the input port and this is a throughput and this is our drop port. Like here we are connecting our ring resonators, we are forming a proud structure, which is called as a coupled resonating optical waveguide. So this is we are having this is the bus waveguide. We are providing the coupling coefficient between the bus waveguide and ring, which is called as the K1, and two rings we are having the coupling coefficient K2. So this is a input port K1, sorry input port, and this is a throughput, and this is the drop port of our actual CROW filter design. So this is the experimental setup of our coupled resonator optical waveguide. So this is the K layout diagram for coupled resonating optical waveguide. So this is the total our CROW structure, which is consist of a two micro ring resonators. So this is one micro ring resonator. This is the another micro ring resonator. The input port is connected to our laser source, which is having the center wavelength of 1550 nanometer, and our throughput is connected to detector 1, and our add port is connected to detector 2, and drop port is connected to detector 3. And we are observed this simulation can be done at our numerical interconnect. So this is a numerical interconnect coupling coefficient simulation. So we are having, this is called as an optical network analyzer, and there's a directional coupler 1 and there's a directional coupler 2. We are measuring the total properties of our cloud. So now here it is an add port and there's a drop port, input and output. This is a total this total slide representing our experimental setup of our crowd filter. So in this we are find out the effective index and group index properties of fundamental TE mode are determined by the FDE solver, which is called as a finite difference eigenmode solver, which is having the 500 by 220 nanometer optical waveguide, 500 width and 220 thickness of our waveguide. The ring radius R is determined by using a group index NG and find the required FSR, which is called as a free spectral range using the formula FSR is equal to C by the group index NG into 2 pi R is a radius. The coupling coefficients K1 and K2 will be calculated by Crow interconnect model and required to get the desired performance. So this is a total, in this slide we are having the results and discussions. So we are having this graph is representing the total gain of our total throughput and drop put, and this is our transmission graph of our crowd filter. So coming to our a gain graph for coupled resonator optical waveguide filter. This is a total, we are having the A1550 nanometer wavelength, which is the center one. So now I will move on to the next one, which is called as a free spectral range. So you observe the free spectral range, which is having the 75.5 gigahertz at the wavelength of 1550 to 1550.5. So I will conclude my discussion. The coupling between the adjacent rings can be very sensitive to process the deviations. A high power output that can be needed to simulate the proposed behavior of the crowd. An array of crowd can be placed on the chip, and photonic testing can be done with an optical network analyzer. So now finally, I will acknowledge the authors. The thanks to Professor Lucas for his constant guidance and fabrication facility of crowd filter through EDX course on silicon photonics, design, fabrication, and data analysis. And I also thanks to ANSYS and Numerical Incorporation, which has provided the technical support, short-term license for the simulation software to carry out this research work. These are the references for our total research article 1. Thank you.